Across the country, gas prices are hitting lows we have not seen in over 4 years. Right now, the national average, according to AAA, is $2.99 for regular. But Washington state drivers still dealing with high gas prices, with the state average sitting around $4.16 and Seattle at $4.41 as of today. So we went looking for answers on why we're seeing this sharp difference and what the rest of the month will look like for Washington drivers. I'm joined by Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at GasBuddy. Nice to see you again, Patrick.
Thanks for having me.
So gas prices are down under $3 per gallon. That's the national average, and this is according to AAA. It is the first time we're seeing these kind of prices over 4 years. So what is leading to this dip nationally?
Yeah, a lot of this has to do with oil reaching multi-year lows. Oil prices have been pushed lower in recent months as OPEC, through the course of 2025, has continued to increase oil production, again doing so for the month of December. That putting downward pressure on the price of oil. In addition, now refinery maintenance season has wrapped up. In addition, demand for gasoline tends to decline into the colder months. All of those ingredients coupling together for lower gas prices. Certainly very good news for the Pacific Northwest. Also, the BP pipeline, the Olympic pipeline, has been restored. That should help bring Seattle and Washington's prices much lower in the weeks ahead.
Right. And I do want to preface it with, we are not seeing those kinds of numbers yet because, obviously what people care about right now is when you look at the state average, it's $4.17. And if you're pumping in places like Seattle and the east side, the number is even closer to $5 and above. So when do you see those prices coming down for us as we see the national trend?
Yeah, as you mentioned, Seattle's average still stubbornly high at $4.41 a gallon. That is about 20 cents higher than last year. I foresee in the weeks ahead, prices could decline by 20, 40, even 50 to 60 cents a gallon if everything goes well. Of course, any new refinery outages or pipeline challenges certainly could see that number much smaller. But there's plenty of relief to come. Motorists need not be in any rush to fill their tanks, with gas prices likely starting to accelerate to the downside.
So why this big difference, though, right now, and why are we slower than the rest of the country?
Well, much of the slow dip in much of the Pacific Northwest has to do with stubborn refining issues that we've seen really on and off through much of the fall. Refinery issues in California, then the Olympic pipeline shutting down. A lot of issues exacerbating why you aren't seeing relief. But that relief is set to come here in the weeks ahead. As I mentioned, many of these refinery snags have been alleviated for the time being. The restoration of the BP Olympic pipeline as well, certainly very good news. So now Seattle is going to be in catch-up mode, potentially soon starting to see larger decreases than what's being seen nationally.
All right, so what that means is that if you are planning a road trip, say mid-December, late December, a good time?
Certainly a good time. Prices should continue to moderate really through much of the rest of the month of December. By Christmas, gas prices, again, could be 15 to 35 cents a gallon lower, and that number could continue to decline as we get into January and February.
All right, Patrick DeHaan with GasBuddy, thank you so much again. Nice to see you.
My pleasure. Thanks.